Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us today at our last weekly Wednesday webinar. Before I begin, I just have a quick housekeeping announcement. Today, our speakers will be taking questions, so if you do have any questions for them, please feel free to submit it via the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen. With that, I shall now hand over to our first speaker for today, Khun Chairath from SMK. Khun Chairath, over to you.
Yes, thank you very much. So I will share my presentation from now. So let's take this opportunity to introduce myself again. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Chairath from SMK Corporation. We are a Japanese electric company which have many interesting technology for the healthcare. Today, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce to you our ultra-wideband type monitoring sensor. So this technology is a non-wearable and non-intrusive safety product. It utilizes low-power ultra-wideband radio frequency sensor to record, detect, and alert for emergencies and health abnormalities. As you can observe in the photo, it depicts the reflection of the radio wave between the device and the human body. Thus, there are no camera, ensuring no privacy breaches. The device has noise cancelling capabilities and function during nighttime in smoke and emit steam. The table below displays the detectable item. It can track the person, location, posture, motion level, and respiration rate. Moreover, it can crucially detect emergency events such as fall on the floor or incident like drowning in the bathtub. The image showcases the device appearance. A single device can cover an area of 40 square meters and utilize Wi-Fi to transmit information to the crowd. As you can see from the top of this photo, the device is designed to be installed on the ceiling to distribute wave across the area of over 40 square meters, as I mentioned earlier. The dimension are 25 by 25 centimeters, roughly equivalent to the size of a laptop. As mentioned earlier, this SMK ultra-wideband device can cover an area of up to 40 square meters. It can identify the target person, location, posture, motion, and even respiration, offering real-time monitoring. It can detect acute fall by utilizing 4 status data points: location, posture, motion, and respiration rate based on the time series. The device can collect and analyze data related to physical activity, daily life pattern, and speech profiles within the household. It can be used to detect early stage of dementia, frailty, and other conditions. The device can detect between active, sedentary physical activity stages or periods where one spent too much time seated. In terms of home usage, the device can display the specific area within a room that are frequently used. Additionally, gait analysis is possible, aiding the understanding of human motion attributes such as walking distance, speed, and profile. As I mentioned in the earlier slide, this device can monitor daily activity and submit the report to the cloud. Therefore, you can access the people daily report, the person daily report anytime, anywhere. The report contains, as you can see here, the activity level. This allows you to gauge how active the target person is, location occupancy, This information enables us to monitor the time spent in each location. On the top right, the gate profile. This information indicates the average walking distance, time, and number of walking sessions. And on the bottom right, event list. The event list show all important alerts such as leaving home, acute falls, and abnormal condition in a timely manner. Next, let's explore the possible application of the device. For instance, you can install the sensor in the private room within hospital and nursing homes. By placing it above the bed, you can monitor activity both around and on the bed. This includes detecting fall on the floor and identifying abnormal status. On the bed, it can track incidents such as falling off the bed, moving out of the bed, sitting, monitoring respiration rate, heart rate, conducting sleep analysis. In a room, the device is capable of monitoring the in and out status, detecting visitor, and conducting ADL, so-called activity of daily living monitoring. Moving to the next use case example, this technology can be employed for monitoring in nursing homes. This significantly reduces the dependency on nurses and ensure patient safety, privacy, and emotional well-being. Furthermore, it finds utility in home monitoring, especially for the elder living alone. It can detect activity in the area like toilet and bathroom without compromising the user's privacy. Rather than hiring someone for caregiving, this device can provide monitoring assistance. Next, I would like to present video use case of this technology within a house. This will provide you the clear understanding how it operates. So as you can see from this video, our device is putting on the top of the room. It can cover the whole area of this room. And on the right hand side, you can see the dashboard. It's basically can be accessed by using the internet, using the mobile phone or PC. You can see the dashboard. As you can see, the man is moving to another location. We can set this location as the kitchen. So once he moved to the kitchen, it's changed the location to the kitchen. And now he's moving to the area we set as the living room. So the dashboard also changed to the living room. Now he moved to the bathroom, so the location also changed to the bathroom. As you can see, there is no camera. So this sensor is very good for the privacy. And when a person is about to leave the room, we can also understand. Now he left the room. And the dashboard will show out of home, meaning the monitoring person already went out. And this page is, as I mentioned, is showing the activity monitoring. And this is one of the example of the fall detection. So one person fall down, we put the calculation for 20 seconds after fall to alert. As you can see from the dashboard, the notification came up that this person is fall down. So this is the video presentation. And then for our company SMK Corporation, we also have other technology. So I would like to show briefly what other technology that we have relating to the healthcare. The first one is the smart medicine box. This smart IoT device provides user with reminder alarms. It can also access medical history using a smartphone. Next is the energy harvest device. This can be utilized as sensor remote control that harvests energy from the light, eliminating the need for battery. So basically, this device do not need to put any battery. It's just using the energy from the light source. Next is the speech analysis technology. This is the technology that helps to analyze illnesses such as depression, dementia, Parkinson, and stress by listening to the voice for only 30 seconds. Next is the RF-based vital sensor. This vital sensor is the non-contact. It can detect the heart rate and breathing rate using advanced algorithm to provide insight into health factors like alcohol consumption or drowsiness. And thank you. That is all for my presentation, and we really appreciate your attention. We look forward to your visit to our SMK Electronic booth S19 during September Thailand Medical Fair, and I am welcome to any question. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Khun Chairath. So yes, SMK will be at Medical Fair Thailand, which will be held from 13 to 15 of September at Imedtac Bangkok. So if you have any questions for Khun Chairath, feel free to submit it via the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen, or you can also meet up with his team live in person during the show at booth S19. So while we wait for you to submit your questions, let us now move to our second speaker for today from Imedtac, Mr. Beren. Beren, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Delphine. Let me share my screen. I cannot share the screen right now. Yes. Khun Chairath remove first.
Yes. Khun Chairath, you need to stop sharing your screen. Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, my bad.
It's okay. Okay, hello everyone, this is Beren from Imedtac Taiwan, and actually we have a branch in Thailand, so that's why actually I usually locate in Bangkok. So let me quickly brief introduction of our company. Actually, my company right now, we were founded around 2016. Right now our group is around 100 people located in Taiwan. Taiwan is our headquarters, and we also have a branch in China. And from last year, we have a branch in Thailand. So from 2016, we helped to build the first and still the best smart hospital in Taiwan. And then we won some national prize. And then we are trying to expand our business in Thailand. So what we do is actually we combine with IOMT, Internet of Medical Things, and with our experience in the hospital, then that we can make all the solutions become like informationized, intelligent, like all in all in a smart hospital. So we focus on the smart healthcare related, not only smart hospital, but also smart healthcare, like health promotion. You can imagine from the hospital, clinic to your home. That's what we want to do, make everything from manually become digitalized. So we have some case in the world, like some case in Taiwan, some case in the first page in here, you introduce what the case we introduced in Taiwan. You can see, of course, we are a Taiwanese company, so a lot of case we had in Taiwan. Most of like a medical center in Taiwan is our customer, and we also have some customer in Southeast Asia. We listed like our customer in Vietnam, in Thailand, and we are going to have some case in Malaysia. So that's why we're looking for also share some case. This is one sample case we did in Thailand. We collaborate with the Thunpuri Hospital, and that we built a demo room. Actually, not a demo room, it's a real world. People and patients really live in there, and we introduce our solution inside. And this is some real picture we can share to you in the hospital, then in the nurse station, in the outpatient area, in the ward. So then we will introduce the solutions one by one, or since we have many solutions, we'll introduce very quickly. So if you have any question or if you're interested, also welcome to ask or go to our booth to see. The first one I want to introduce is the operation system. This is like before people can imagine, okay, from the operation, there's a lot of procedures need to follow, need to do a lot of document, need to fill in. And before, maybe they need to fill in manually or using different system to keep all the record. So we have this situation, we want to put this scenario, actually this scenario they introduced in Taiwan. This all from everyone knows the operation room is the biggest department, the most department in the hospital. So they also have a lot of documents need to check. So from the duty arrangement, scheduling, dashboard, even conclusion, the video, record, and even all the data, we have the system dealing every part. And we also have collaborated with some robot to ship the West to ship the equipment in Taiwan. And the first one I want to introduce is like a smart dashboard. This function is want to replace the original like a record way. We can import the medical integrate with hospital information system, and then we can import the patient data, doctor data, and like the surgery data, and we can have some check function. So doctors or the nurse can use in this platform to record every detail and even press some check or give some remind during the operation. So the idea is like we can combine the medical device, the monitor device, and export the data, export the video during the operation room, and keep the data on our platform and sharing and storage to other place. So of course, you can easily to get patient surgery information and like record a lot of the video, even take a snapshot. So the nurse or the doctor can easily make a operation record with this system. So this is some case we did in Taiwan. There's the real picture scenario. You can see this usually is a chief nurse. She watching about everything in this operation room. So they can watch this like a dashboard and record everything. And this is another case we utilized to Saudi Arabia. Yes. And the second one I want to introduce is about the telemedicine, the vital sign solutions. So this is also very common in all the hospital. Actually, in Thailand right now, this is the most popular solution we sell in Thailand. We want to introduce like the vital sign collection and combine with the telemedicine. So you can see here we built I would say build a kiosk. We're using the existing vital sign device. Before, maybe they are using like manual record, print out paper, but we integrate all these devices, we control and get the data export from this device and send to our platform. This platform have different hardware type to fit in different scenario. Like the big one can put in the public space. If the desktop one can put some limited space and also have a mobile kit. So we collecting these vitals through this device and send to the cloud. This cloud can include in and integrate with our vital telemedicine platform, which of course can sharing and integrate with hospital information system or nurse information system. So this is the idea. So in the telemedicine, we kind of like have a different scenario you can put on a nursing card or can put in the doctor clinic. The doctor clinic have a computer, they can just log in. So the other side is like web service, you can log in different scenario to fit in different requirement. And we can also want to introduce our home kit. This is our partner. We distribute, our shareholder, we distribute this one in the Asia area. So this is kind of like a portable device, very, very tiny. You can, sorry, I didn't list the size. The size is around here is around 10 to 10 centimeters for one stack. And this magnetic design can stack together. And The specialty is all the control and the transformation, data transfer is through the apps. So we're using apps, we're using cell phone to control all the devices. So no data mistake, no data lost. So right now we have a blood pressure monitor, blood test, including blood glucose, cholesterol, and uric acid. We even have the E1 ECG, and right now also introduce the thermometer and oximeters. So with this one, we also have management platform. So you can imagine all the user with our device, we will collecting all the data sent to the management platform. This can integrate with the hospital information system, and is also a case management platform. So for this scenario and the solutions, we have also a demo real case in Taiwan. This is a brand hospital group. They have around 16 branches in Taiwan. They want to control and management all the communication from the emergency room from their branches. So we put a lot of our solutions there at the nursing call type, and they can, the emergency room, the worker, the nurse can communicate with the headquarters and do some telemedicine consultation. And in the medical field, we also introduced this is the automatic dispensing cabinet for medication safety, because actually in Taiwan, we calculate every mistake happen in the hospital, the government calculate. And every year there's always top 2 questions. 1, medication error. 2nd, patient safety. So the first one we want to help to solve is the medication error. We use our own automatic dispensing cabinet and to control the medication. So also we have from the storage, we have like Imedtac. From the transportation, we use in the robots to delivery. In the part, on site, like pharmacy or on the station, we use in the automatic dispensing cabinet. And the specialty of the automatic dispensing cabinet is we fit in the hospital scenario. Like in this case, this page show the operation procedures. First, of course, we need to log in. Login have many ways. So here we show like an RFID we can use in the face recognition, even enter the password, even fingerprinting recognition is all optional. And then we can scan the ordering prescription or just key in the prescription or check or select the patient, select the doctor, select the nurse, and then we can double check the medication orders. So this system will integrate with the pharmacy information system and then can pick up. So of course, we also can integrate with the shifting information, because some hospital, they want only the nurse or the doctor on duty can access the medicine. If they are not on duty, they cannot access the medicine. So we also integrate with these functions. So there's some case we utilize. You can see there's some case we have in Taiwan, and we also have a case in Thailand hospital. Okay, and the second question we say is usually patient safety. So actually, we also have these patient safety sensors, and this is a little bit different from the ultra wideband we use in the detecting technology is using infrared. So same, this is a non-wearable device. It's not a visible camera. We put this one on the in the wall on the ceiling, so you can detect the raw data. The raw data is look like this one, only the shape with grayscale, and the grayscale means the distance. So it actually is the 3D sensors, and we're using these sensors to detect the patient on the bed. So we usually will install our sensors on the bed, on the ceiling in front of the bed. So this kind of like we can detect the patient is leaving the bed, is falling down beside the bed, or just lying on the bed. So the care facility scenario is that this one. Yes, you can imagine. That's why I say it's a patient bed. We install our sensors on the ceiling. You will detect. So it can be 24 hours over the day and checking the status. If there's some error, it will send to the mobile apps or send to the nurse station. And actually, we can also customize the warning status. For example, if a patient is like a healthy one. We don't need to warning they live on the deadline, so we can set in which patient and need to warning in what case and in what time. This can all customized setting. So of course we will, as I say, we'll send to the station or send to the apps. So the scenario like this one, if in front the patient like falling down, and we will send to the nurse station or to but the app is like optional solutions. So this is some feature what we did. We're using the sensors put on the ceiling and we're emitting the infrared light and receive. So we will see the raw data like this way. And actually we use AI engine to calculate where is the people. Yes. So this is some real screenshots from our system. We will have like a timeline. This patient, okay, is falling down and in what situation. Then the nurse can through this platform to see the history record and the right now data. Yes, this one. Okay, there's also some case we introduced. This is the case we introduced in Chonburi Hospital, Thailand. And this is another case we introduced in Taiwan. There's also, you can see from the scenario, we install on the ceiling and cover this bed. And we can see from the backstage, we can see from this one. And of course, if the patient cross the edge, we can warning, falling down, we can warning, leaving, we can also warning. So in the hospital, we also want to introduce like the smart work. Well, I would say that smart work is kind of like we want to make everything digitalized and can be linked. So we're using the e-paper technology to replace the patient information on the wall. Before, maybe people using the paper, using the magnetic to show the patient information. However, to fit in the regulation is necessary, but it's a little bit stupid to use in the manual way. So we introduced the IM Work solutions. We integrate with our platform, integrates with the hospital information system. And if the backside change, we can also change here. So you can see this one case. We're using the e-paper technology. This kind of like as a bedside terminal. So it looks like a paper, however, this is a display. We integrate with the hospital information system and can show data there. So the standard one can show patient information, precaution, caregiver information, or even you can customize some information. So the hospital right now, they can shifting and changing all the information on it. So this is some case when that's what we did in Taiwan. This is a new branches of the Taiwan University Hospital. In there's around 500 beds. We all using electronic paper, e-paper devices to replace all the necessary medical information from the wall, door side, even in the dialysis room. You can see some picture from here. So that's the real case we introduced. And the last but not least, we also want to introduce some like new technologies. Like in the COVID world, in COVID time, we're using like there's disinfection terminal. And so this is like we put in front of the emergency room, ICU. And right now we also put a lot of like a signage on it. So if you have a signage, you can choose normal signage, you can choose e-paper, or you can even choose 3D display. Yes. Okay, so all in all, what we want to do, actually the time is limited. We are a solutions provider in Taiwan, and we built smart hospital. So actually in hospital, there are many solutions. So our goal is actually we want to find out more partner and distributors and to help us to distribute solutions. So right now, our first station is in Thailand, but however, even we have a branch in Thailand, we are not looking for do the business directly. We're still looking for local partner, and we will transfer our technology and to educate the end user here and help our distributor and our partner to penetrate the local market. And not only in Thailand, we are also looking for other opportunity in other countries. So if you are interested about this new technology, welcome to contact us. And there's also some pictures we have did in Taiwan, so share you for information. And thanks for your time.
Thank you, Beren. We've got
Yes.
quite some questions, so let me just take you through them and so you can answer verbally.
Yes.
Let's start with the first one. The data being collected at your back end, what use does it benefit the user?
I would say, of course, if the sensor from us is kind of like for example, the falling down sensor, so we can also collecting and show some warning. So to the users, they can see some data from us. And what we collect is not only collecting on our own platform, we can also exchange data with the hospital information system. So usually, how we exchange, we usually through the buffer server to exchange. So our solutions, like for example, the automatic dispensing cabinet, we can record who take what medicine at when. So if the case or the management want to know this information, we can also output sharing to the hospital information system. So I would say all these smart hospital solutions is for two purposes. One, of course, to let the users, like the hospital management or the doctor or the caregivers, to know what they are doing or to know what the information they want easily before maybe they need to take from different platforms. And second, of course, with some of these smart and digital solutions, the doctor and nurse can release their work burden. They don't need to pay 100% attention on the things they do. They can just have some system, warning, remind, so their work will become easier. And yes, that's what we're going to do.
Okay, and the next question, can you share with the audience how the blood sugar or urine acid levels are collected in your sensor, the non-invasive type?
Actually, it's non-invasive type. It still is like need to pin, punch, and get some blood. So our benefit is we not from the blood taking. Actually, our benefit is from the data transformation. And I would say, as the one I introduced, it still need the blood to test. But before other device, they need to manually write down, or they need to press some upload or using some software to get. But our benefit is because you operate by your cell phone, all the connection already there. So once the data generates, is definitely will send to your cell phone and then send to the cloud. So there will no data mistake. Yes, these are the real benefit and difference.
Okay, and do you also have other AI robotics, new IOMT or wearable IOMT solutions and devices?
I would, yes, we have some, and the special one actually is the small box I introduced quickly. But if you are interested, actually you can go to our booth and to see what's the new things there. And because actually all the solution I just introduced will have the real demo, real things on our booth. So yes, if you are interested, welcome to go to the booth to discuss with us.
Perfect. Yes, indeed. So Imedtac is at L09 at the at Medical Fair Thailand from 13 to 15. So yes, you can connect with his team live in person and have the discussions further. Let's just take one last question before we move to our last speaker.
Okay.
Any chance of cross-hospital collaborations?
Oh yes, of course. I would say in 2 point of view, because I'm not quite sure like close collaboration is for what meaning. Of course, but for the digital system, actually we can be kind of buffer, but need to both hospitals can agree with that. Why I can say that, because as I said, we have a case management platform. So if these two hospitals okay, they can export their data to our platform. So if there's some like other doctor or some caregiver want to see the data, they can access to our platform. So they can get they can see all the data from two different hospitals. That's for the digital information collaboration. And of course, we are also welcome, because I see some question asking about like if we are looking some collaboration. Yes, we are also looking for some collaboration, no matter end users or distributor. The end user, actually, we are also looking for some collaboration. Because we, as I just introduced, we have many new technology or maybe some new solutions. before we're only doing in Taiwan, and right now we are trying to introduce to other countries. So for the end user, maybe we can do some like a demo or POC collaboration. And that's what we can offer. And for the distributor, of course, we are looking for collaborate with distributor. That's why I'm here.
Perfect. All right, thank you so much. So there's still some questions. I believe Beren will be able to reply to you via the Q&A function. So let us now move on to our third speaker for today, Barbara from Newster. Barbara, over to you, please.
Hi, hello, good afternoon. Here I am. Hello. Good afternoon, good day to all. Thank you, Daphne and Medical Fair Thailand team for hosting us. I am Barbara Calisesi from Newster Group. Today, we will take the opportunity to speak about the management of healthcare waste. During the last decade, focus has shifted toward the management of healthcare waste, especially with the COVID-19 global epidemic, which greatly underlined the improper management of healthcare waste. During the last few years, sees an increase in global environmental catastrophes sparked from pollution and poor care of the planet. As all of us around the world have seen in recent time, and as underlined in July 2023 by UN Secretary General Mr. Guterres, climate change is bringing dramatic episodes to our planet. Mr. Guterres highlighted the need for new national emissions targets. This pushes us towards the use of technologies such as frictional heat treatment in alternative to incineration. Other international bodies, such as World Health Organization and UNDP, are focusing on the Earth's environmental safety with an effort to stop polluting practices and promote cleaner or non-burn technologies. International laws have also been put into place to protect planet Earth, such as the Stockholm Convention, ratified in 2005 by Thailand. The aim of the Stockholm Convention is to protect health and the environment from the persistent organic pollutants by restriction or elimination of incineration, which at the moment in Thailand is a common treatment method. Newster has been designing and manufacturing eco-sustainable technologies for the treatment of medical waste generated by hospital teams for more than 25 years. Based in Italy, our main focus is on on-site installations which improve environmental standards. Newster mainly develops and markets solutions for the on-site sterilization of infectious risk waste and technologies for the treatment of other types of medical waste, such as laboratory fluids and wastewater. How is Newster contributing towards an ecological hospital? Imagine your ecological hospital where every different stream could be managed on site. If we focus on liquid waste produced by biomedical labs, Pura is the key solution in order to treat these liquids and discharge them into sewer without any hazards. For biological contaminated wastewater, SWT can control possible infection spreads through the wastewater. Newster's frictional heat treatment is a patented technology which employs the heat generated by the shredding action to sterilize the waste at the same time without persistent organic pollutant emissions into the atmosphere, according to the Stockholm Convention. The treatment of hospital solid waste is carried out in a single chamber in slightly negative pressure, without risk for the environment and for the operator. No chemicals are used. At cycle termination, a complete sterilization according to STAT level 4 is reached. The treatment of solid infectious healthcare waste includes sharps, dialysis filters, PPEs, non-woven materials and fabrics. The final residue is dry, sterile, and finely ground, and can be used as RDF. There is a decrease of waste and volume, and an increase of safe storage periods, leading to a transport and storage cost reduction. All Newster units are equipped with an Insight 4.0 web app, which allows for a lifetime connection with the Newster machine for preventive and predictive maintenance. The main aim of this web app is the remote monitoring and self-diagnosis functions of Newster installations. The app does not require direct connection to hospital networks. A simple internet connection is sufficient. Accredited users such as hospital managers, ministries, besides the dealer and the Newster technical team, will be able to access in lifetime and check the Newster sterilizer. Let's view a Newster integrated waste management solution example in Italy. The operator that is arriving from the wards with the bins containing the waste that will have to be treated happened in the technical area. Once the operator arrives at the technical room, he will be weighing the bins in order to record the data of the Insight 4.0 web app. The operator will then proceed to load the vessel. Operator starts the cycle. While the cycle is running, the operator has the opportunity to wash, sanitize the plastic bins that they will be able to return. At the end of the sanitation cycle of the bins, the operator prepares them, fresh bag, and also staples to the bags the receipt that records the sanitation of the bins. At the end of the sterilization cycle, the operator will take the printout of the cycle and record it. He will then proceed to the download of the treated sterilized waste. He will wait to record the 25% reduction of the waste. He will then proceed to dispose as municipal waste, which is allowed by the Italian. These bins are then brought back to the storage area, ready to return to the boards. The environmental sustainability of on-site sterilization. On-site sterilization represents a real green opportunity for healthcare institutions An on-site sterilization system allows to manage waste sustainably, in line with the European directives of the circular economy and the target of the United Nations 2030 agenda. There is a reduction of the quantities of hazardous waste generated, a reduction of climate change emissions due to the drastic reduction of transport, a reduction of biological risk at source, and a reduction of environmental impact associated with the management of this waste. With healthcare waste treatment carried out in the proper manner and an eye towards safeguarding the population, we will be giving our contribution towards a healthier planet, focusing on eco-sustainable opportunities. Quoting UN Secretary General Mr. Guterres, sustainable development is more than a goal. It is our responsibility to our planet and future generations. Make a responsible choice and give a hand towards a successful 2030 goal. We thank you for attending, and we will be looking forward to seeing you during the fair in Bangkok from the 13th to the 15th of September. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. So we just have a question here for you. What is the difference with microwave systems?
That's so. I could explain that frictional heat is regards an eco-sustainable technology because it is the treatment of the waste sterilization is generated by the heat generated in the vessel. Let me try to explain. When the waste is loaded into the machine and the cycle starts, at the bottom of the vessel, we have loaded special blades, okay? As the blades start rotating and grinding the waste, the temperature inside the vessel starts to increase, okay? And it's able to gain speed. As it's gaining speed, the temperature rises and we reach 100 degrees where it stabilizes a few minutes, while the humidity inside the vessel evaporates, okay? After which we reach a temperature of 150 degrees. The difference with microwave is that our peak temperature is higher than theirs. I think that they reach a temperature of 134 degrees. And also we have the integrated shredder that not always the models provided by microwave have these options. Sometimes it's a separate grinder, which is separate, and then the waste is then passed into the sterilizing unit. Instead, we have one single integrated machinery. Also, the waste at the end of the cycle is a little different, okay? In texture, in size, etc.
Okay, thank you. So if you have more questions, feel free to submit it by the button or meet with Barbara and her team at booth F03 at Medical Fair Thailand. So while we wait for you, if you have any last questions, let me also share some information about the show.
Mi cosa adesso, no? Ma gli altri...
All right, so as I've mentioned earlier, Medical Fair Thailand will take place from the 13th to 15th of September at Imedtac, Bangkok. So if you have yet to register, please do so immediately. You can register by scanning this QR code and it will bring you directly to our registration page. So in one of the earlier questions, someone also mentioned that you won't be able to make it in person to the show. So not a problem. You can also still connect with our exhibitors in our digital edition online platform. It is the same registration page. Once you've completed your registration, you will receive your login to the digital edition platform where you can immediately connect with our exhibitors. You can review their products, their company profile. You'll be able to connect with them. And once you're connected, you'll be able to chat, do live chats via the platform and even live video calls via the platform. So do register and meet with our exhibitors, be it physically or digitally online. Right, so let us take a look and see if there are any more last questions. Looks like we're all good. If you do have any questions that come to mind after this, feel free to email to us and we'll be happy to connect you to our speakers. So with that, once again, thank you for joining us. We've come to the end of our webinar for today. I look forward to seeing you in Bangkok on the 13th to 15th of September. Thank you.